and welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. I'm Ashley, and today we're going to be doing another little sewing project, mostly because I need to make more product. And second thing is I'm trying to battle this insecurity and this fear because I feel like my old sewing machine kind of traumatized me and it kind of freaked me out a lot. So I'm trying to get back into sewing and trying to be better at making this channel more focused on sewing. So we're going to be doing that. Today, we are going to be making a satchel. As some of you have seen, some of my very first TikToks and shorts were on this satchel and me making this satchel. This is one that's small. This is a prototype. It's made out of, I'm pretty sure 100% polyester, but I want my stuff to be made out of cotton. So I will be going through my fabric stash. I'm hoping that this will be one of the first satchels I put on my website to sell to you guys. I'm not going off of any pattern. I'm just going off of, this is a giant rectangle that I folded into thirds and put a strap on. It's not super complicated. I do put a pocket in it at the top here, just so it's more of like a bag and you can have smaller things and you don't have to like rifle around for like your chapstick at the very bottom, and you can just have this little pocket right at the top, and it's really nice and convenient. This is my church bag, actually. I do want this to be a satchel that you can wear to a Ren fair. This is just the base. There's so many different things that I could do with it. I can add buttons, I can do embroidery, I can make it different shapes and sizes, and I can have different closures. I can do snaps. I can have some cording work on the ends. This is just a very blank canvas, and I'm super excited to make some of these to sell. Now I want to make a full video on it. So let's go to my fabric stash and pick out what fabric we're going to be using for this. Just as a quick aside, I'm trying to talk less and ramble less. So sorry if it feels a little short, just trying to make these videos shorter so I don't have as much to edit and you guys don't have to listen to me talk all that much, because sometimes my voice can be annoying. But off to the fabric stash. All right, and this is my scrap fabric stash, because since this is a smaller project, I don't want to cut apart a really big piece of fabric that I can use for a cloak or a shawl or something. I like to use my larger pieces of leftovers for satchels and belts and such. I know a lot of you will recognize some of this fabric. These are from a capelet that I made for last year's Fan X. It didn't sell at Fan X, but I had a lot of people interested in it. This is the material that I used to make the cloak that I wore in the testing out my tripod video. This is from a tabard that I made for Fan X last year. It's a larger tabard and it's not the most flattering, but tabards aren't supposed to technically be all that flattering. So this is also from one of the tabards that I made. This is from the Cape of the Winter's Breath, one of my very first product YouTube videos. Not 100% sure where these came from. I think this might be from the Rogue Capelet. I'm probably going to rename it because the Rogue Capelet sounds really generic and kind of boring compared to the Cape of Winter's Breath. Most of these scraps are from projects that I made for Fan X last year, or tried to make for Fan X last year, because I tried to make this cloak for Fan X last year and I found too many errors with it, so I didn't feel comfortable selling it. And this I used to make a Christmas tree skirt. I don't know how much fabric I'm gonna have, just because I tried to make the skirt as big as possible so that when we do eventually move up from our 2-foot tree to a full-size tree, then maybe it'll still work. I'm not 100% sure because I may have messed up a little bit on that, but at least I'm hoping it will. But most of this stuff is from product that I have made and is up on my website. This is called the Monk Tabard right now. This one's called, I think it's called the Knight's Tabard, and this one's called the Rogue Capelet, and this blue and gray one is called the Royal Capelet. I'm probably going to rename them in the near future, but they are also one of a kinds and They will also come with a certificate of authenticity, which I am working on a design for right now. I feel like this might be a weird combination. I don't know if I want to do another like a royal bag, just because it's harder to match it with other things. And like I can always come back and make another one of these. Right now I'm just trying to do something small. I'm not 100% sure this will have enough material to make the full bag and the strap. And I feel like having the bag and the strap not be the same material might look a little funny. This one would probably work. These squares might be a bit too big. Look at how big that square is. Oh, there it goes. But like, I don't know. I probably won't use this one. I don't know if I want to use the snowflake pattern because we are coming into summer. I do like it and it's a really nice fabric. So I don't know if I will use this one. I don't think I'll do that one. Like I said, I don't know if this has enough material on it to make a decent satchel, because a lot of these satchels, I want them to be able to fit like a standard size notebook or like a sketchbook or something. And that blue one that I showed you guys can actually fit a standard size notebook in it. I did fit my sketchbook in it. It's not for large sketchbooks. It's for the basic like 8x11 sketchbooks. I think I landed on this one. I really like this one. I love this material. It just screams Renaissance to me. I don't know why. It's just subtle enough to scream Renaissance, but it's not like that obnoxious like fool's Renaissance. So I think we're gonna stick with this just because I feel like brown can go with pretty much anything. I'm going to play it safe. Very first satchel that's going up, which makes me second guess it. Since this is the very first one, you'd think that I'd want it to be super flashy and like crazy, but I'm kind of scaled, so I'm gonna do this one and make it simple. And then once I get comfortable with it, I can make something a little more extravagant. But we're gonna do this brown material. This has already been prepped. Let's go make this satchel and get this going. All right, so let's see how long I did it. That's what the bag looks like. This is 15 inches wide. This is 11 inches long. And this is 6.5. So with all the seam allowance in here, I probably did 7. So 11 times 2 is 22. Plus 7 is 29. What I probably did. So what we're going to do is 30 inches long by 15 wide. And then this, I will probably make 8-inch pocket. I think we'll do 3 inches wide straps. And we'll do a transition. All right, and here we are. The main body, I decided to go with 40 inches instead of 30 inches, just because I want the bag to be a little bit deeper and I want this flap to come down just a little bit further. I do like the way this looks, but I just feel like having it down just a little bit further will be a little bit better. I did the pocket, so it is 8 by 6. I'm probably gonna just sew this around and leave a little bit of a gap and then turn it inside out so that these edges are crisp and clean. I'll sew the pocket straight onto the bag, and then we'll just have the pocket be inside, hold it up like that, and have this come down like that. Type of a thing. And then for the strap, I went 49 instead of 50 inches, just because that's how long the fabric is. So I just felt like this was the most logical way to do it. And then this is 8 by 6. My phone is currently dying, so I'm gonna take this into the other room and start sewing these up and charge the phone while I'm doing that. So we won't get any glam shots of me doing this. It'll just be a transition. We're gonna sew all this stuff to itself, not quite putting it all together. So we're gonna do that. And doesn't look like a whole lot happened, but I did sew around and I have a little gap in each of these so that I can turn them right side out. I liked the way the fast forwarding looked in CapCut because it made squeaky little noises and was funny. But I didn't really enjoy the way the fast forwarding looked in DaVinci Resolve, so I'm probably just going to turn them right side out. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. They are turned inside out. I think I'm gonna finish the seams on all of these. I feel like that'll make things a lot easier, so we'll see. There they are, all pressed and finished. So one thing I don't like about bed sheets is if they're old enough, then it will have like color differences. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but this section that was folded over to make the top of the bed sheet is just darker than this one. So I think this is gonna be the inside where no one's gonna see. I think we'll do that and then have this be like the top that goes over it. So the trick here is we're going to try to get this pocket right below this line. And I want to do this on the outside of this, and this will be on the inside of it, that when I turn this inside out, as you can see in this one, the seam is on the inside and it gives it a little bit more shape on the inside. So that's what we're going to try to do here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this about right here, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but there I did the reinforcement stitch on the top part here, so this needs to be on the top. So we'll put this here. I'm going to take one of these and color code this. So I'm going to take two of the white ones and put it right where I think where the fold should be. So this one will be the bottom. Now that that's done, we will unfold it so I can pin the pocket on. I'm gonna do just a little bit lower than there. Okay, so that'll be centered. I counted the amount of lines so I didn't have to measure, which is something that I love about consistent fabrics like this. So we're gonna go there, there, and there. This pocket isn't perfect. And then for the strap, we're actually going to do the pocket first and then we'll do the strap. So the main goal for this pocket, to secure it, I'm going to do a zigzag stitch along these three sides just so that it's going to be super secure. I decided that I'm not going to do a pencil pocket just because I don't want to limit what can go in this pocket. That's the goal. And the pocket is on. So now we're going to flip it over and we can see where the pocket is. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the straps and put them right up against where we want the top part to be. And we're going to leave a little bit of space on the side because we will be sewing along this side and we don't want to sew this into the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it just a little bit off to the side. We're going to go 2 lines, which is about 1/2 inch, I believe. See how close I am? Okay, it's 3/4 of an inch, but we're going to do that on both sides. Take this and we'll wrap it around. And we want to have this curve in the strap so that when it is on your body, it's not going to just like stab into you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a basic square to sew both of these pieces into place. And then once I've done the basic square, I'm going to take this strap and I'm going to fold it over so that it covers up that edge nicely. When I do the final stitch, I can take this strap and come and just sew right on that line. And because that's where all the weight is being held, that is where the fold of this bag will be. You can kind of see that here because like the bag is forcing it, that's like the pinch point, so that's where the bag will fold, and so it'll create a line right there. That's kind of what I want. So yeah, there it is. All right, so we'll take this into the sewing room and we're just going to do a straight stitch because if I do a zigzag stitch, then it's going to be too difficult for the needle to pierce through in those exact spots, and we will have a nice reinforced strap right there. I will be back when that is done. And it is sewn on. Okay, so now the final step is to fold this up like so. So we fold it up like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a zigzag stitch all the way down each of these sides and then it'll be done. So I think it'll be time for the reveal, if the sun and rain will cooperate. It's been raining and snowing all day, so we shall see what happens here. But I will measure these sides again and make sure that they are equal lengths. That's the last step we need to do. So I will see you in the reveal. Well, that was a fun little project. It's done. So, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter so I don't have as much to edit and I'm not wasting my time chit-chatting. So we're just gonna hop right into the likes and things I want to change. So the likes, I think it's a fun little satchel. I feel like I wouldn't say it's little because it can fit a full size sketchbook, so it's not little. It's a fun satchel, and I think someone's gonna absolutely love this little bag. Like I said, it's big enough for a sketchbook, which is really nice. And that was it going this way. I'm pretty sure you could lay the book down, and it would still be big enough because it is 15 inches wide. So it's big enough to hold a book, it's big enough to hold water, it's big enough to hold snacks. It's a fairly sizable bag, like you can carry all sorts of stuff in it. And another thing that I like about it is like I really like the pocket. I feel like keeping it as just one pocket is really nice and really handy. I kind of wish I did that with my other one just because it holds more and it's more efficient. So I think I'm going to do that going forward. I like how it's lightweight and it's not super heavy, and like the strap isn't gonna dig into your shoulder, and it's gonna be nice and comfortable. But yeah, I think it's a cute little bag. There are a couple changes that I want to make though, so let's go into those. It's not as sturdy as I was anticipating it being. Cotton just doesn't hold its shape as well as polyester does, so it is a little flimsy, so maybe in the future I'll do maybe a third layer or maybe some interfacing to help stiffen it up a little bit, because like, oh, now you stand up. Thanks. But like, it kind of just gets in the way a little bit, and it doesn't feel like it should be worth the price that I want to put on it. It's durable. I stitched the absolute crap out of it, but it just doesn't feel sturdy. Another thing that I want to do to kind of help make it more sturdy is I usually like to do a seam going across on this back piece to help reinforce it. And I might actually do that before I actually put it online, just so this is more stable and will not have any stress about it falling off or coming apart or anything like that. The straps are on pretty good. Like, you can see the seam. I did reinforce it pretty well, and it's double reinforced because I did do the secondary reinforcement underneath and then this one on top of it. It's pretty reinforced. I just am paranoid and want it to be triple and quadruple reinforced. So maybe I'll do that just so that I don't have to worry about the straps coming off. Another thing that would be beneficial about adding a third layer to this to the fabric is, like, you wouldn't worry about this fabric ripping if you put too much in this bag. So I feel like adding a third layer of fabric or adding like a stiffening agent or a reinforcement in between the two layers, I feel like that would be a good idea. I didn't do it this time. I might do it next time, but we'll see. The last change that I might do on the next one is make this area more interesting. So maybe have this front section like either curve in or have it come to a point, kind of like that. Obviously, I would make sure that they're even, and add a button here so that it's reinforced, or add some embroidery, or I don't know, just make it more interesting. I feel like this is I don't want to say boring, because someone is going to buy this and it's going to be a part of their cosplay. So it's just like, I think it's cute. I honestly think it's cute. I don't want to call it boring because it's not boring. I would just want to make it a little bit more interesting, something to draw your eye a little bit more and help you feel more magical. That's pretty much the only thing that I would change, just those three things. It's a really cute bag and I think it's really fun, and I will be putting this on the website so that one of you guys can purchase it. A big reason why I felt justified in starting a YouTube channel is to let you guys see my process and to see what products I make. Yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot of that because sewing machine drama, but I am getting back into that, and this is just the beginning. That's all I have for today. So if you like this video, hit the like button. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. If you think someone would enjoy this content, feel free to share it with them. The more you guys share, the more visibility I get, and the better I'll do, the better my channel will do, at least. In the comments section, tell me what would you do with this bag if you had it? And then, oh wait, no. I am approaching 20 videos. In the comment section, comment what I should do on my 20th video, because I'm actually getting really close to 20 videos and I'm excited about that. And I kind of want to do a landmark thing at 20 and then 50 and then 100 and so on and so forth. So let me know what you think I should do for my 20th video. If there's something that you guys want to see me make, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to join me on my growing journey, hit that subscribe button and make sure that bell icon is filled in so you can get notified when I upload new videos every Saturday. Keep smiling and stay majestic. So yeah, let's hope I can pick out some fun fabrics. And I need to refold it because I just jacked it up. Oh no. Here I said I wanted to talk less, but here I am going through the thinking process. You have been looking at that happy birthday bag the entire time. I'm just so scared to use all the pretty fabric, okay? I don't want to let it go, but if I do videos on it, then I can go back and I can look at it and be like, oh, that was pretty fabric, that was fun. Someone is enjoying the crap out of that. Not gonna stall anymore. I'm glad that this is two separate tables, or else you would have been shaking like a leaf. This is Mary. He's going to demonstrate for us. This table is not very stable, so I'm glad that there's two of them here. So that you don't have to shake all the time. I'm not stalling, you're stalling. And this way I use the right side. Sorry, this is showing my math brain. 22 plus 7. Let's restart that. So I feel like I'm doing a lot of the snaps and claps, but let me know what other transitions I should do. Should I just like wave my hand or go up close so you can't see it and then come out? I don't know how that looks, but I don't know. I forgot to snip these. Forgot to snip the starting threads. Oops, why do you do that? So I will see you in the reveal. It's not as sturdy as I was anticipating it be, but like, would you put snacks in it? Would you put a book in it? Would you put your makeup in it?